Good morning everyone, it's Tracy here, and today I'm going to share with you an absolutely gorgeous journal that I received in a swap with Sue Schubert on Junk Journals Downunder. The cover is waxed, so that's really different. I haven't received anything like that before. And the beautiful flower on the front is made by Sue. She's used a lot of wax throughout. And I have to tell you, I was just absolutely overcome by how beautiful this journal is. So when I opened up, there was a tiny little glassine bag with my name in there. So that was just beautiful. She's used lots of fabric scraps as well, and every page has sewing on it. So it's like whites, creams, and with a hint of pink from some of the fabric and on some of the pieces of paper. This was just beautiful. She stitched around that and then folded it over to make a really huge place to journal, and a beautiful handmade flower there. You can see the waxing throughout, and it just adds such a dimension to the journal. Love that card. She's got some little pieces of fabric and lace on there, a little ticket that said friends, and a button. Another tag that she's made had a paper doily and other bits on it. She said to me that the lined paper that she's used is actually vintage paper that she repurposed. Her husband had kept lots of his old school books, and he donated some to her. Some beautiful tags there. Love how she's made those two different coloured pockets, and then there's a doily and a button down the bottom. Some vintage music paper there, and another one of the small pockets with her handmade tags. Just the attention to detail, I just can't tell you how beautiful it is. A little piece of vintage ephemera up in the corner of that lined page there, with a little tag made out of a piece of folded over ribbon. I absolutely loved this tag. It's just beautiful. Quite large, white, with bits of waxing and little elements on it. This is absolutely beautiful. Loved it as well. A nice pocket, a corner pocket, and then that little card just sits in there. Lots of lace and little scraps of crochet and seam binding. Beautiful little pocket with a lace down there. This is the center of the signature, and that doily has got some wax on it to keep it stiff, and she'd put little beads on the ties. So that is a tuck spot as well as a little pocket, and this was one of my favorite pieces. She has that big tag there in that pocket, and to hold it in up the top, a beautiful paper clip which is decorated on both sides, and it's just gorgeous. Pocket there made out of a beautiful waxed card. See, the little bits of pink floral, they just contribute so much to the journal, and then that soft green background of that paper. And there a beautiful green, a soft green tag with gorgeous roses on it, and sewing and trim again. This journal is just so shabby, so tatty, and that is just gorgeous. I forgot to ask her how she did that. It's punched out in the middle and just really pretty. Sue said that she has received as a gift lots of old bits and pieces, and she uses those. Can you believe this is only the second journal that Sue has ever made? It's just amazing. Little book page there as a pocket, and then another little piece of pink card with some lace over it, gives a beautiful effect, and then pink seam binding on the card ties it all together. There's a paper doily and some other little bits. She just pops in those little coloured tags, and it just really sets the cream and white pages off. Love how she's used the white as well. That's an old doily corner down the bottom, and then she's decoupaged some a piece of paper onto that, and that's the other side of the doily. Just beautiful. She did waxing on nearly every page, and I've never had a go at that, so this has spurred me on to do that. A gorgeous little envelope there with a little piece of music paper. Vintage music paper, she said. Again, she got that out of her husband's little stash of his saved primary school pieces. And there we have it. So just beautiful. Thank you, Sue, for such an amazing journal. It's a treasure.